Kia ora Star Wars fans, welcome to middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures, or MAKMCSWF as Chris from Bantha Skull calls me. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to Bantha Skull. Awesome community out there that really positive, great comments, and feel like heaps of those guys commenting on there all the time are virtual friends of mine. And Chris has found it quite busy to do daily content on the site, which, you know, shout out to Chris. I know it's busy doing all this kind of stuff, but you've made such an amazing contribution to the community, and well done, Brett, for keeping things going with your figure reviews. Anyway, that's not the subject of the video. The subject of the video is, it's the weekend. I've got my new studio, which is really just a couple of big pieces of MDF painted grey, but studio. So I'm going to start my new weekend series, and it's called Big Vehicle Reviews, or BVRs. So MAKMCSWF BVRs coming at you right now with one of my favourite vehicles from the prequel trilogy. And when I started to get into the Clone Wars cartoon series, it just featured more and more and more, and I just had to get one. I finally got one this year, and it's the AT-TE. And here is the box of the beast itself. So this is from the Blue Line, the Clone Wars series. Apologies, this box is covered in dust and crap and all that kind of stuff. I got the second hand, as I said, earlier this year. Really stoked to get the box still. So yeah, it has a really cool image on there. I don't know, lots of CGI and stuff. Lots of fly crap on the top there. Turn around, have a look at the back. And it's one of those cool boxes that just shows you tons of the features. And you can see down in here there's just a ton of clone troopers in there. It has heaps of features, but let's not just look at the box for the features. I'll show you the actual vehicle in a sec. And yeah, oh, really cool images. Yeah, man, and you can see the window where the clone trooper come with it. Very, very cool. Okay, just before we move on from the box, just in case you're interested in a comparison, so here's the brand new Obi-Wan Kenobi Droid Factory Set box for comparison, and there is a vintage collection figure. So you can see it's a massive box, massive. And here is the AT-TE itself, and as you can see, it is an absolute beast of a vehicle. It is massive, and it's cool, and it's iconic, and it's just a really fun, fantastic vehicle. So yeah, basically it's six-legged walker, and some of you may know an early version of this, the legs popped out really easily, and the version that I bought that had the legs popping out really easily. And thanks to Bantha Skull again, I found a fix online, which was basically I cut up some coloured pencils, jammed them in the connector, and they don't fall out so easily anymore. Although this one fell out just before. And you can see there's a chopped up coloured pencil in there to keep that nice and wide so that those clips stay in. It does have articulation on the legs, but I'm not going to go there because otherwise all the legs fall off like that one did just then. Cool, coming from a slightly different angle now so that you can see some of the play features. It does come with this action figure. It came in mine. He is a AT-TE. He's got a little logo on his shoulder. We might do a close-up of that later, but this cannon is cool. There's a couple of things. There's a lot of beeping. Where's he going to actually fire? There we go. Okay, so if you hold down the button, it makes that targeting sound, and if you just tap it, makes that cool firing sound. It all lights up. Then here we've got a main cannon. Lights up, fires. Oh, better go find that missile. And the cannon does rotate, nice and clickety clickety. Oh, there goes the missile again. But yeah, that's very cool. Cockpit opens up. I've got a clone pilot in there. These ball turrets all move together, as you can see. I just need to move one and all four of them move. So they have a bit of side to side. There's some more cool sound buttons. Yeah, very long walking sound.
All units, fire at will. All units attack. The droid army is in full retreat. All forward positions are advancing. Undetected.
Ah, that one's from the Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
All units, fire at will. All units attack.
Alright, get some more sounds. This button at the back here.
Move out. Let's go.
The whole back of it opens up and you can have some clones. All these cannons have firing missiles. Yeah, it's pretty super sweet. Just while we're opening it up, show you this one. It's not a mechanical one, but that opens up. You can actually fit 4 troopers along there. Just a close-up of the trooper that comes with it, and you can see right on his shoulder there he has an emblem which is basically the foot of the ATT, so that's a nice little touch. And he's very much of the animated style clone type figures, not a chunky one. So you can see there with the back opened up, there's a nice little ramp there so you can have your troops coming down, and then inside there's plenty of space for troopers. There's some kind of like control panels, I guess those are for the cannons, and there's space to keep rifles and stuff like that, so you can chuck a few of the DC-15 carbines in there. And not a huge amount of detail on there. They could have a sticker or something like that. Maybe it's supposed to have a sticker, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And down in there, that space where you can fit 4 troopers in a row, you can see there's a bit of stickers and stuff like that on the consoles. But yeah, heaps and heaps of detail in this. A really, really cool play toy. And display piece, of course, for us collectors. So there you go. You can, as you can see, you can absolutely fill this vehicle with clones. You can have a lot of fun with this. Yeah, it's just a super amount of fun. Great display piece. It's a great big vehicle. Yeah, really, really fantastic. And of course, it featured in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. It featured throughout the Clone Wars, and it featured in Episode 3 as well. So if you want to, and on the Bad Batch. So yeah, very, very versatile. Hasbro's only ever made this once. It would be a nice one for them to remake, but I doubt that they will. So as I mentioned a couple of times already, I bought this second hand. These were toys, they were played with, so mine was not quite complete. It came with the figure, but it came with none of the missiles. But I found a place on eBay called Imperial Shipyards, and the guy's based in Canada. He was amazing, and he 3D printed, well, he had 3D prints for all the replacement missiles, so I bought all those. I did the same for my clone turbo tank, same guy. Does an amazing job. You can tell they're 3D printed, but I'm super happy with them, and it basically completes my ATT, which I thoroughly love. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Middle-Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. Let me know in the comments what you think of this vehicle. Have you got one? Do you want one? Do you think Hasbro should reissue it? But anyway, let me know. Ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.